Well, the thing is that for me, who is our customer, is actually humanity. So 7 million people. Because for me, why Mars is about family. I'm talking human family, not just my personal family. For me, going to Mars means a chance to establish a new branch of human civilization on another heavenly body, to test out whether we humans are really, robust enough as a species to be able to live there, and I hope we do. And if we do, I very, very much hope that we will get a chance to establish a new kind of civilization where we will look out for each other. Because in many places in the West, and probably in the rest of the world as well, but I live in the Western world, we've forgotten that. And I think that's not who we are as a species. We used to be able to be, in the tribe, helping each other, and sure, we must have fought even 200,000 years ago amongst ourselves. But still, so for me, it's not about conquering Mars, it's about living on Mars. And I know that's, it's not something we'll do in the next 20 years. In the next 20 years, I hope to put the first humans on Mars to test out whether we humans can, do research, live there. But after that, in the next 15 years after that, I really hope we will be able to start living there.
So Artemis has chosen the largest customer base of all humanity and the grandest value proposition and promise, which is absolute peace and prosperity between all humanity.
Hard to argue with that.
Not a small task.
Right.
No. Yes.
Yeah, so I would agree with Artemis in the high goal and the maximum success criteria. But minimum success criteria, I think, would be to engage everyone who wasn't engaged in Apollo. So everyone who hasn't had that experience yet to be part of something bigger than themselves. And that really, like we were talking with Barry the other day, was saying that he was watching the landing on the moon and he was crying because it felt like he was part of this mission. Everyone felt like it was something they were part of and they were reaching out to explore the universe. And if everyone could be part of that once in their life, I think it's something we'll never forget. And another thing is everyone here is pretty much between Mars, the moon, and maybe some years wants to go to an asteroid first. But the average person, you don't have to ask why Mars first, you have to ask why space. You have to ask why is it important to explore space. And for us, there's this inherent need to explore, to push the boundaries, to see what else is out there, because that gives value to our own existence. And I hope Rich will talk later about how looking outwards can help us look into humanity, both besides technical advancements, but in terms of making up for it.
Sure. So the challenge is if both of those are large audiences to reach. Everyone born after Apollo who hasn't really achieved or experienced that grand mission, that would be a great audience. But when you have such a large audience, it becomes how do you build a communications strategy and plan to touch and engage so many different people? So my question is it okay? Is it okay if 49% just will never understand the value proposition? And how do we, who are the most important audiences we need to reach if we were to segment that in order to get a coalition of the willing to go to Mars?
For me, that would be the scientists at large in any field. So not just space scientists. But I would like to have mathematicians understand, what their contribution is and why this would be probably the greatest endeavor humanity has done so far to get people to Mars. And from there, of course, those people that have the purse strings, so the politicians, you can't go around them, so you'll have to show them what it would mean in terms of win-win for them, in image or in